Guess what? I'm out on my own doing a camp. Good evening, good evening. It's Friday and guess what? I'm out on my own. Oh my God. Needless to say, I planned it the other day and I've been a little bit anxious about being out on my own tonight. But do you know what? I'm going to do it. It's got to be done. So I packed my bag and I've come out, just walked from home. Tell you what, I'm not looking forward to coming back up that hill in the morning. Yeah, that was tough. I figured I'd fill my stuff with generally what I'm going to be taking on the West Highland Way, and try, you know, and walk a bit and see how I feel. I mean, my backpack's fine, feels fine actually. But when you're walking 15, 16 mile a day, and there are a couple of 20 mile a days, I'm going to have to rethink and maybe not take a load of camera equipment and tripods and stuff because that's just extra weight. Obviously I won't have the cider bottles, and I've got 2 bottles of water and big bottles of water as well for tonight, so yeah, I won't have that much. This is my little setup at a secret location. Bloody good pitch and all. I've just had, I did bring some rice and stuff with us, but I wasn't that hungry. But I have had a cappuccino on the wee stove and a bar of Dime Cadbury's chocolate. Delicious. So I'll probably be bouncing off the walls in half an hour.
Let's go back to that little place where we used to go in the summer days. We dip our feet at the water's edge and everyone would come along to meet us there.
This is so lovely. I am just watching the sky and listening to the birds. A couple of deer ran over the field just a minute ago, but it's just beautiful. Really enjoying it on my own. Just talk to you lot. So that's why I'm going to see the sunrise in the morning, so fingers crossed it doesn't get too foggy and I actually see it tomorrow. Well, so far I'm absolutely loving this. It's great fun. Why didn't I do this sooner? I've caned 1 bottle of cider and I'm just debating whether to have the other one or save it for tomorrow. I think I might have the other one. Yeah, loving it. There is tons of room in this MXR I love it. Favourite thing ever. Like, I'm sitting up and I've still got like all that space. I've got all my kit in the little side pockets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 side pockets. Just magical. So basically the whole purpose of me doing this was just to get over the anxiety that I was feeling about doing a solo wild camp. And I've sort of put off. I had planned to do one, and then I decided I wasn't going to, and thinking, oh, what happens if something goes wrong, or if I get scared or whatever. But I just thought, you know what, tonight I'm just going to do it. And yeah, so I'm here and I'm loving it. It's obviously a secret location. I'm not going to give away where I am because it's a beautiful spot, because you get the best sunsets and sunrises. Well, I mean, obviously there's loads of other places to get those, but yeah. So I'm loving it, yes. I'm all cosy in my tent now. I think I'm going to listen to Shag, Married and Annoyed and have a little giggle to myself. So yeah, hope you're all having a lovely weekend. Good morning. Oh my goodness. So I woke up this morning at about 4 o'clock, calling nature and all that, and I lay in my bed listening to the strangest I can't even speak, I need some coffee. Strangest bird noise ever. I've never heard it, and I've lived in the countryside a long time. I've recorded it, so I'll play it and see if you can figure out, or if anybody knows what it is, if you can hear it anyway. Yeah, it was flying around the tent. I think there was 2 of them. Sounded like a pterodactyl, but not as big. So I've loved it. I have loved it. I did get a little bit like at one point, but that was just me. It was nothing happened or anything like that. I just got that, shall I just pack up and go? I think it's because I was a little bit cold. I warmed up. I just needed to give myself time to warm up. Probably because I'd sat outside for a while. I didn't put my layers on until I came inside my tent. But my sleeping bag's toasty warm. Yeah, put your layers on well before you go to bed, otherwise you don't feel the benefit. So I'm gonna get up now and see if the sun's coming over the hill. Hello again. So I'm just getting packed up. I thought I'd do a little recce. Oh, there's the crow scarers firing. A little recce. Look at the mist behind us. Just watched it come across there. A little recce of what I've got in my kit from last night. Just going to pack my tent away and then I'll show you. And the weatherman was wrong. It wasn't 6 degrees through the night. It was frosty, frosty. Okay, so here is my kit that I had last night. It doesn't include the 2 bottles of cider and the 2 bottles of water. Obviously, you don't want to see that. I only drank 1 bottle anyway, so yeah, that's how hardcore I am. So my backpack is an 80 litre. Now it's a new one, it's a Euro Hike Nepal. And is it an 80 or an 85? No, it's an 85. So I have got a 60 to 70 litre, which is so comfortable. Don't get us wrong, I like this backpack, but it's new, it's squeaky, it's stiff. I need to wear it in. But I just feel like because it's bigger, then you fill it with more crap. So I'm gonna go back to working with the other one that I've got and see how I get on with that. Because I mean, I fit everything into a 60-70 litre one. Well, it's a 60 plus 10. That's what it says on it anyway. So anyway, I'm rambling. I've got my little sit mat, which is so light. I've got my tripod, which I'm gonna not bother bringing, I think, in the future, because I've got a very smaller one, a much smaller one, and it's a bit more easier to handle. My down sleeping bag, which is in a different bag actually, just because it packs much smaller, you can squish it right down. I've got my Trackology mat. I've got a Mammoth pillow, which I love. That's my little cooking pots in there. I've got another mat here, the Kathmandu one. Of course, my tent, which I've packed down really small now. And that's the poles, and that's just the bag. And an extra pillow I had, but I don't like that pillow, so I'm not going to bring it again. And that's just my bad jacket bag. And then my gas stove, and this, which I inherited off my dad, is great, but it's heavy. And a very kind gentleman last week from Ireland, Backpacking Ireland, he sent me a lovely stovetop which folds down really tiny, so I'm going to use that. So yeah, and that's just my other mat that I put underneath everything, which just fastens onto the back of my backpack. So yeah, that's my kit. That's what I'm using, which I love. Love, love, love it. There you go. Oh, there's the rubbish. Leave no trace. All done. This is where I was. Nothing left. Leave no trace. Leave no trace. Well, that was a success. Loved it. And I'm going to do another one very soon. My video was very short. Not a lot of scenery and stuff. Only because you would know where I was. And I like to keep things on the down low. So yeah, enjoy and have a great weekend. I've loved it. And my backpack's lighter. Must have been the cider. Ta-ta for now.